A very good day to you and welcome to the news on Niger Delta Television. I am George Ameli and thanks for joining us. The news highlights. Governor Doye Diri charges media practitioners to protect the integrity of the profession. Pregnant Nigerian women to access free cesarean sessions in all federal health institutions across the country. Plus, the Nigeria Defense Headquarters confirms emergence of a new terrorist group known as the Karawas. The details of the news. The Bayelsa State Governor, Senator Doye Diri, has charged media practitioners to protect their integrity in order to build trust with the public and fortify the foundations of a healthy democracy. Governor Diri gave the charge on Thursday during the opening ceremony of the 20th All Nigerian Editors Conference, ANEC 2024, holding at the DSP Alamiasia Memorial Banquet Hall in Yenagoa. The reports. The cream de la cream of the Nigerian media industry are gathered at the DSP Alamiasia Banquet Hall in Government House, Yenagoa, on Thursday, on the occasion of the 24th All Nigeria Editors Conference, ANEC 2024. The Guild of Editors are to brainstorm over the theme, Economic Growth and Developing Strategies in Resource-Rich Country. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Information, Alhaji Muhammad Idris, declared the Guild of Editors Conference open.
My administration is committed to turning our challenges into opportunities by ensuring that our vast resources bring prosperity to all Nigerians. With a united effort from government, citizens, and the media alike, we can build a resilient, diversified economy that offers security and opportunity and hope for all Nigerians. I thank you for listening, and it is my singular honor and privilege to declare the 2024 Annual Conference of the Nigerian Guild of Editors open.
Describing the theme of the conference as apt and timely, Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, pointed out the paradox of a resource-rich Bayelsa State saddled with a myriad of challenges as offshoots of the said riches, imploring the editors to critique the irony.
Our nation brims with abundance of resources, yet poverty and underdevelopment persists across countless states, communities, and that, to me, is a very striking paradox. In Bayelsa State, for instance, a major contributor to Nigeria's oil and gas production, we face severe environmental challenges, economic hardship. For long, we have been ignored, as own stories dismissed, and our rights trampled upon. Yet, we have decided not to be silenced or erased. As editors and chief communicators in our society, you have the power to shine a light on these injustices. And I believe that today is one day that you will need to shed that light. Therefore, we implore you, as influential as your voices will be, to advocate for policies that prioritize sustainable development and empower local communities. The discussions are not just abstract concepts. They are directly affecting the life of the people, particularly those suffering from resources exploitation, environmental degradation, and unequal economic access.
President of the Nigeria Guild of Editors, Mr. Ezi Anaba, said the annual conference was on two interlinked themes, which were the growth of the nation's economy and sustainability of the media industry. From the DSP Alamiasia Banquet Hall in Government House, Yenagoa, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News. In a related development, President Bola Tinubu has announced that Nigeria's economy is gradually making a rebound, attributing the progress to sustained reforms being implemented by his administration across various sectors. The president, who stated this in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State on Thursday, in his keynote address at the opening ceremony of the All Nigeria Editors Conference through the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, added that he has spent the past 18 months establishing the groundwork for his vision of a prosperous Nigeria. He stated that as a result of the reforms, revenue for all three tiers of government, federal, state, and local, has grown significantly, which has enabled greater investment in social services, infrastructure, development, and social security. The president noted that the Supreme Court's decision to grant local government autonomy following a suit led by the federal government aimed at strengthening governance at the local level and fostering grassroots development. President Tinubu outlined several key initiatives being implemented by his administration to provide economic relief to Nigerians, such as the Presidential Loans and Grants Scheme, the Consumer Credit Cooperation Initiative of the Renewed Hope Housing and Estates Initiative, the Renewed Hope Infrastructure Development Fund, and Presidential Unlocking Health Value Chains Initiative, amongst others. He said each one of the initiatives is designed to be a targeted intervention that will deliver sustained results in lives and livelihoods of tens of millions of expectant Nigerians. While hailing the media for its dedication to nation building, particularly in supporting Nigeria's enduring democracy, President Tinubu emphasized that it's vital to serving the public interests. The Bayelsa State House of Assembly has appealed to Governor Doye Diri to extend the ongoing infrastructure projects in the state to other areas by approving the release of funds for the Toro-Rua, Bolorua, Kabiama, Okumbri, Amatolo, Toro-Ebini roads to further open up the state for economic development. The chairman, House Committee on Works, retired Colonel Bernard Kemebai, who made the appeal when he led members of the committee during an inspection tour to some project sites across the state, said the aim is to assess the progress of work done and to justify money spent so far. Correspondent Gift Kalio reports.
Addressing journalists at the end of the 3 days inspection tour of road projects across the 3 senatorial districts of the state, Chairman, House Committee on Works, retired Colonel Bernard Kemebai, said that the roads will accelerate the socio-economic development of the various communities when completed. He commended the governor for his foresight in linking the rural areas to the capital and called on the federal government to support the Bayelsa State infrastructural development drive with particular reference to the 3 senatorial roads.
It's a very strategic road which is going to open up the communities in this stretch. It will also enhance the social and economic activities of these people. A lot of produce also coming from inside, from the Ogbuya axis, to be able to come to the market and do their business.
Members of the committee, Honorable Wisdom Fafi, Honorable Ted Elemeforo, and the Deputy Speaker of the House, Honorable Michael Ogbere, who expressed satisfaction with the quality of work done at the project sites visited, lauded the governor for his commitment and the prompt release of funds to speed up execution of the project.
His Excellency, the governor, in his usual way of opening up the state, deemed it fit to take this road over from NDDC. I, as their representative in the State House of Assembly, want to say kudos to His Excellency and pray that government at the center also provide the resources for him to complete this road in record time.
Far we've seen a good work done. We are satisfied with what is happening here, and we believe that in the few years in front, people can use this road.
I want to say thank you so much for the effort you have put in place, and want to also assure you as a House Committee that we are going to stand by you because you are doing the right thing. We're going to stand by.
On his part, the State Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Moses Taibowe, assured that government will continue to do its best in ensuring that contractors are duly paid.
So I am satisfied. We will continue to do our own bit to ensure that contractors get payments as at when due, so that work will continue to go on as planned. The good thing about the prosperity government, I will say, is that no contractor have left site because government have been meeting up its responsibility in terms of payment of contractors.
The member representing the Keremo Constituency 3, who doubled up as the Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. Michael Ogbere, and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Dr. Johnson Dagana, among others, were part of the inspection tour. Gift Kalio, NDTV News.
The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has announced that all pregnant Nigerian women in need will now have access to free cesarean sessions, CS. The announcement was made by the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Pate, at the ongoing annual review conference in Abuja. Professor Pate, who stressed that the initiative was part of the new Maternal Mortality Reduction Innovation and Initiatives MAMI project of the federal government, highlighted government's commitment to improving maternal and neonatal health in Nigeria. The statement, which was uploaded on the official social media handle of the presidential media team on Thursday, noted that Nigerians have continued to face significant health challenges with maternal mortality at the ratio of 512 deaths per 100,000 live births, while neonatal mortality is at 41% deaths per 1,000 live births. The country also has a low uptake of essential health services. MAMI aims to reduce these rates by improving access to quality healthcare, strengthening primary healthcare (PHC) services, and foster greater community engagement in healthcare initiatives. Still to come in the news, Nigeria Defense Headquarters confirms emergence of a new terrorist group known as Lukarawas. Details of this and more after the break. Please stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NSE Koli Media Complex here in Yanagua, Bayelsa State. One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
You're welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters has confirmed the emergence of a new terrorist group known as Lukarawas, operating in the northwestern part of Nigeria. The Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, made this known while briefing newsmen on the operations of the military on Thursday in Abuja. Buba said that the new terror group emerged from the Republic of Niger following the coup that led to the breakdown of military cooperation between Nigeria and Niger. He explained further that the terrorists began movement into the northern parts of Sokoto and Kebbi states from the Niger Republic and Mali axis after the coup in Niger Republic, adding that before the coup, there were border operations with Nigerian security forces which kept the terrorists at bay. Buba said the group was accommodated by the locals who initially thought that the group meant well for them and therefore failed to report the movement to the military and security agencies. He gave assurance that troops had sustained intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance ISR to degrade the terrorists. He added that the terror group had continued to take advantage of the vast ungoverned areas to hide and evade troops as well as harass the locals. According to him, troops are locating them and eliminating the threats. And on the entertainment scene, this year's Yuletide holiday season is about to get merrier with the release of a first-of-its-kind Christmas romantic comedy titled Christmas in Lagos, set to enchant audience with laughter during this festive period. For details of these and other entertainment stories, let's join Delight Oladile.
The holiday season is about to shine even brighter with the release of the first look images from Christmas in Lagos, a captivating new romantic comedy set to enchant audience with a perfect mix of love, laughter, and the lively spirit of Lagos. Against the dazzling backdrop of Dirty December, the film offers a heartwarming tales of romance, heartbreak, and self-discovery. The film, directed by Jade Osibero, featured stellar cast including Teniola Aladeshi, Shalom C. Obiago, Arya Star, Ajekunle Gold, among others. The film follows a diverse array of characters as they navigate love, relationships, and fresh starts during the bustling holiday season in Lagos. Following the recently concluded United States presidential election, Nigerian-American star David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has taken to social media to congratulate Donald Trump on his re-election as the 47th president of the United States of America. He also empathized with Kamala Harris over her defeat in the presidential election, describing her as a solid woman. He urged her to be proud of her accomplishment. Earlier on Tuesday, David Adeleke revealed that he voted for the first time in an American election. However, he did not reveal the candidate he voted for. According to some comments on X, Davido should talk about Nigeria. Another comment called him out for voting in the United States election and not the Nigeria presidential election that took place in 2023. Days before the American presidential election, famous American streamer and social media influencer Adin Royce has placed 1 million bets on the Republican Party's candidate, Donald Trump, to win the presidential election. According to him, Trump is the best candidate for America. He wrote, "Put 1 million on President Trump, the only candidate for America that makes sense, Trump 2024. The result of the election created a blissful moment for him as he earns $1.6 million payout from betting on Donald Trump. However, weeks before the election, Royce hosted Trump in a widely viewed live stream session where he publicly endorsed him. In the midst of the celebration, he declared a giveaway of $10,000 to people who liked his tweets. I am Delight Oladili for NTV Entertainment News.
Moving on to sports. The governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, has remarked that his administration's investment in sports has become a veritable tool in crime prevention and the stimulation of economic growth in the state. For these and other sports stories, let's join Ayemi Mienya.
Senator Doye Diri, the governor of Bayelsa State, has defended the administration's ongoing investment in sports by claiming that it serves as a tool for both economic growth and crime prevention in the state. Speaking through his deputy governor, Senator Lawrence Erujakbo, the governor made the point that in addition to providing a way for people to stay physically fit, sports also give young people a way to make a living and advance their careers. Speaking at the official opening ceremony of the 3rd Doye Diri and 13th National Wrestling Classics, which took place in the indoor multipurpose hall of Samson Siasia Sports Complex in the state capital Yenagoa, he made this statement. Sports, according to Governor Doye Diri, help deter young people from engaging in criminal activity. He emphasized that there is little chance that any good athlete would turn to drugs. He said that the state government had continuously supported the tournament for a number of years, not only to promote wrestling, but to also help young people make a living from it. He described wrestling as a primary traditional sport of the Ijaw people. In addition, the Bayelsa state government expressed gratitude to the Nigerian Wrestling Federation for working with them to make the event a success. Senator Diri expressed optimism that Nigeria's next generation of Olympic wrestling champions would come from the annual classics. Chelsea crushed Armenian Premier League team Noah 8-0 at Stamford Bridge to cement their place atop the Conference League group table in spectacular fashion. In the brief history of the competition, it was the biggest victory, surpassing Nonchalant's 7-1 triumph over Ludogorets in the group stage of the previous season. After defeating Ghent and Panathinaikos in their first 2 European matches of the season, Chelsea was nearly taken aback within 3 minutes when Gonçalo Gregorio was given the opportunity to shoot at Philip Jorgensen. João Felix's failure to score an open goal from inside the 6-yard box also did little to calm an initial anxiety. The match turned out to be the mismatch that many had anticipated. Tosun headed in Enzo Fernandez's corner with ease, and Mark Gueye was there to nip in and double the lead seconds after the restart when Noah sloppily gave the ball away. Surprisingly, it was 6 at halftime when Felix got the ball from Disasi, caught in his man and hit a shot that deflected over the line. After a VAR review verified that Kenan Dewsbury Orr had been fouled in the box, Nkuku hammered home a penalty, adding even more glitz to an already remarkable evening in West London. I'm Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
And on to the international scene. 2 days after his big win, defeating Democratic Party candidate Kamala Harris, the United States President-elect Donald Trump has named his campaign manager, Susan Wiles, as his chief of staff when he resumes office next year. Trump, in a statement on Thursday, explained that Wiles is an achiever who has helped him win one of the greatest political victories in American history, noting that she is tough, smart, innovative, and universally admired and respected. Donald Trump also stated that it is a well-deserved honor to have Wiles as the first ever female chief of staff in United States history. Following his announcement, the 67-year-old Susan Wiles is now the first woman to be appointed White House chief of staff. The Trump transition team is currently working to choose other top members of the incoming administration. That's the size of the package for the night. In closing, Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri has charged media practitioners to protect their integrity in order to build trust with the public and fortify the foundations of a healthy democracy. We also brought to you a report that the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has announced that all pregnant Nigerian women in need will now have access to free cesarean sections, CS. And finally, the Nigeria Defense Headquarters has confirmed the emergence of a new terrorist group known as Lukarawas operating in the northwestern part of Nigeria. That's the news on Niger Delta Television. I am George Ameli. Thanks for watching.